So when you get the seat, it's clear to go.
Phone is all the way. That's not
this guy's gonna pass us. Alright, you guys, so if you just joined us at any of the previously stops, Diamond News, Dan, back here, my name is Haley. We're going to be showing you guys around the Toronto Zoo today. For the rest of the tour here, I guess I should say. We're just going to head through Eurasia. Just as a few reminders, there's no eating, drinking, smoking, or standing for the Zoomobile. Water is acceptable. And please be holding on to any loose items or small children. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask Dan or myself. We'll be happy to answer them for you guys. So we are going to head through Eurasia here, you guys. If you do have any loose items or small children, just be holding on to them because it does get pretty bumpy as we head through here. Eurasia is closed off to the public, so you guys can't see any of these animals by foot. You only can see them from the Zoomobile for now. That is because it's under major renovations for next summer. If you guys didn't know, we are getting giant pandas. We're estimated to have them for about 5 to 7 years here at the zoo. As well, we're going to have a whole bunch of new enclosures for all of our Eurasian animals. But I'm just going to show you guys right off to your right here. This is your Barbary apes. You can see two of them just hanging out here. So these guys are actually monkeys. But that is because apes actually don't have tails. But these guys are your only tailless monkeys. That's why they're originally called apes. But we have three of them, Rocky, Blue, and Leah in there. Not sure if Blue is... On your left here, this is your doles, otherwise wild dogs is what other people call them. They look a lot like a North American red fox, so these ones just laying on the ground here. Having an afternoon snooze, it looks like. So these guys are pretty small, but they're actually pretty intimidating out in the wild. They can scare away animals like bears, leopards, and tigers away from their prey when there is large packs of them. So for such little guys, they're actually quite capable of keeping up on their own. On your left here, if you look through the trees, hopefully we get to see the Przewalski horses. So these guys, I can't see any right now, might be inside at the moment. We do apologize if you guys don't see too many animals as we head to Eurasia here. It is under construction, so a lot of the exhibits have already been started renovating on, like this one on the left. You can see it only has half a fence. So yeah, we're sorry if you guys don't see too many animals along the rest of the touring here today. I'll try and do my best to spot them out if I do see any though. But back to the Przewalski horses. So these guys were discovered by a Russian explorer back in the 19th century. His name is Nikolai Przewalski. They were super close to extinction back in the 60s. There's only about 17 of them left. They are all in captivity as well. Thankfully to a couple zoos, the Toronto Zoo being included in one of them, put together a captive breeding program and actually made that population go back up into the high thousands, and a lot of them are re-released out to the wild as well on a reserve in the Gobi Desert. So pretty happy ending for those guys. On your left here is the yak enclosure. I haven't seen them yet today, but they're actually not in this frontal enclosure. They're the one behind it, so that backs sense. We have Zodi, Hudson, and Hubert. Hubert actually just came from a Quebec zoo about a month ago, so he's our new little guy. On your left here, this is supposed to be for dromedary camels, which aren't here, but that's actually because they are on camel ride duty today. So you guys can ride a camel at the Toronto Zoo at $6 per person. They do have a weight restriction of 180 pounds. If you guys don't exceed that weight though, you're more than welcome to ride a camel today. We have Bactrian camels and dromedary camels. Common misconceptions with these guys are that they store water in their humps. That is actually a myth, and they store fat, about 90 pounds of it. On your left here is two of our alpacas and our donkey. Donkey's name is Sterling, and then there are two other alpacas, Botian and Scooter. To your left here, you guys can see this big green tent. This is Sharks at Stingray Bay. Great exhibit if you guys haven't got a chance to check it out yet. It is in the kids zoo. It's $250 per person. You guys can stay in there and pet all those sharks and the stingrays for as long as you'd like. If you guys are into aquariums and stuff like that, you probably like sharks at Stingray Bay. There's 2 different types of stingrays and 2 different types of sharks. Right beside us on the left, this is our splash pad, which is open daily now. We're only open on weekends before this weekend, but we're actually open every single day of the week now. It is just sprinklers and slides, so if you guys are worried about your little ones with pools and stuff like that, there's nothing deep. So we're just going to head into the core woods here, you guys, which is a mature maple forest. During the construction of the zoo, this was left all untouched. Our 4 main pavilions are built around our core woods. So you guys are pretty much like in the heart of the zoo right now is what we like to call it. As of plants and trees, if anything does die or has fallen over, we leave it there to decay naturally, as it is good to decompose, create the natural soil here, and we want to create a habitat for wildlife like chipmunks, birds, squirrels, groundhogs, frogs, etc. We are coming to the end of our tour here today, though, everyone. Headed back to our main station, which is a mandatory stop for everyone. So when we do come to a complete and final stop, if I could have everyone exiting off to the left-hand side of our Zoomobile and through our exit gates. If anyone wishes to continue with the Zoomobile, you are more than welcome to. I still have to get you guys to exit, though. You could just go around Peacock Cafe, come back there, and just aboard the next Zoomobile. So on behalf of my driver, Dan, and myself, Haley, we hope that you guys had a great Zoomobile tour here today, and we hope that you guys have a great rest of the day here at the Toronto Zoo.